Let's go through the steps to submitting your worker service return via spreadsheet. Go to the QLeave website. On the homepage, make sure Building and Construction is selected. Under Employers, find I Want To and choose Login Employers. That will take you to the login page. Enter your email address and password, then click Sign In. If you don't remember your password, click Forgot Your Password and follow the prompts to reset your password. Once you're signed in, you'll be on the Online Services homepage. If you need to add new workers, you'll need to do this before you complete your return. In that case, go to the I Want To menu and click Add New Workers. Follow the process to add new workers, then come back to the homepage to start your return. Under the I Want To menu, click Submit Your Annual Return. This will take you to the Returns tab. There you'll see a list of your outstanding returns in order of financial year. You can also see your previously completed returns by clicking View Completed Returns. Find the return you need to complete in the list and click Start Service Return. Once you've opened the return, click Download Bulk Return. This will download a spreadsheet to your computer with a list of all your registered workers. Open the spreadsheet. You'll see a list of all the workers who worked for you in the past financial year. Now you need to complete the spreadsheet. Columns B, C, and D will be pre-filled with your workers' information: their QLeave registration number, name, and a status. You can't make any changes to the information in these columns. If the information is incorrect, you'll need to contact us for help. Columns E, F, and G will all be pre-filled based on the information you've previously given us. Column E is the worker's work type. If their work type has changed, you can update it by clicking the down arrow and selecting the correct work type from the list. As with all the drop-down menus on the spreadsheet, please select the answer from the list. If you type in the answer, it may cause an error when you try to submit. Column F is the worker's work classification, the kind of work they do. If this has changed, you can choose the correct work type from the drop-down list. Column G is the worker's start date. You can't make any changes to this cell. Columns H through L need to be filled in by you. In column H, select Yes if the worker worked full-time throughout the financial year. If they weren't full-time, select No. Column I is the number of days worked in the financial year. If you selected No in the full-time column, enter the number of days the worker worked in the financial year. The maximum number you can enter is 220. If you selected Yes in the full-time column, leave column I blank. Column J asks whether the worker was terminated during the financial year. If they were terminated, select Yes. If they're still working with you, select No. If you selected Yes to say the worker was terminated, enter the day they finished working with you in column K. Make sure the date falls within the financial year the return is for. If the date is outside the financial year, it will cause an error when you submit your return. If the worker finished working with you after the end of the financial year, you'll need to terminate them from the Workers tab on the online portal. If they weren't terminated, leave this column blank. Column L is titled No Eligible Work Performed. No will be pre-selected. If you still employ the worker, but they didn't perform any eligible building and construction work with you in the financial year, select Yes in this column. Otherwise, leave the column as it is. Fill out the information for all of the workers on the spreadsheet. Once you've finished, save the spreadsheet to your computer. Make sure to save the spreadsheet in an XLS or XLSX format. This will make sure you can upload the spreadsheet to QLeave Online Services. Once you've saved the spreadsheet, go back to QLeave Online Services. Reopen the service return for the current financial year. Click Import a Bulk Return Then click Import Files. Choose the completed spreadsheet from your files and select that file. If there are errors in your return, you'll go straight to the Errors tab. The Ready for Import tab will show the number of workers with no errors. You can see the number of errors at the top of the tab. The fields containing errors will be highlighted in red. You can click on those fields and enter the correct information directly, without going back into the spreadsheet. Then click Validate. If there are no more errors, all the workers will move into the Ready for Import tab. Once all the errors are resolved, click Save. Check that the details you've provided are correct. If you're ready to submit, click Submit All Workers at the bottom of the screen. You'll get a pop-up message asking you to confirm that the information you've provided is true and accurate. Click the tick box to confirm, then click Continue. Back on the Worker Service Returns page, the return will now appear in the Completed tab. This means QLeave has received your return and will add the service you recorded to your workers' registrations. If there are any issues with your return, or we have any questions, we'll contact you. If you have any questions or you want to know more about QLeave and worker service returns, go to www.qleave.qld.gov.au or call us on 1300 753 283.